It was 3 weeks after the plane crash. Sage felt like she was living inside a frozen dream. Her husband Darius, a pilot who believed every sky belonged to him, was gone. The accident took his life and with it every color from hers. The house was full relatives, neighbors, friends, but everything still felt painfully empty. Sage stood in the living room near the floral tributes when someone at the entrance drew every eye. A tall man set down his suitcase, dark coat still on, face shadowed with exhaustion from the long flight. Brian, Darius's older brother. He had always lived abroad, distant from the family. Sage had seen him only a handful of times. He had the same build as Darius, but more controlled, more mature, sharper around the edges. When their eyes met, Sage felt her breath catch, though she did not understand why. Brian walked toward her. Sage, he said quietly. His voice was deeper than she remembered. It was calm with quiet authority. I'm sorry, he added, eyes softening just a little. I came as soon as I heard. Sage nodded. Thank you for coming. His gaze moved over her carefully. He was not comforting her. He was studying her. You look tired, he muttered. I'm fine. You're not, he replied, not arguing, simply stating. Sit down before you fall down. Sage frowned. He stepped closer, lowering his tone. You've been on your feet for hours. Sit. Something in his tone made her obey without thinking. It irritated her and confused her. Brian nodded once in approval before walking away to greet others. It should have been a normal interaction, but Sage felt an unfamiliar tension coil low inside her. She dismissed it instantly. Chapter 2. 2 weeks later, Sage sat in the clinic, staring at the ultrasound report with trembling hands. She was pregnant. Her breath hitched Darius's child, a final piece of him. A part of her heart cracked open with bittersweet joy, another part clenched with fear. She wanted to hide in her room and process it alone, but fate had other plans. Her mother in law found the report tucked beneath Sage's scarf. The shock spread through the entire house in moments. Her mother in law cried with happiness and sorrow mixed together. Her father in law held Sage's shoulder. You're not alone, we'll protect you. Sage nodded shakily, overwhelmed. But then the words she never expected echoed through the room. You should marry Brian. Everything inside Sage froze. Her voice snapped out. What? No, no, absolutely not. Brian was standing by the doorway. His jaw tightened, but he said nothing. Her mother in law insisted. The child needs a father. Her father in law added, Brian is responsible. He can take care of you. Sage stared at them in disbelief. You cannot decide my life like this. Brian finally spoke. His voice was calm, too calm. Sage isn't obligated to anything. Her heart almost relaxed until he continued. But if she agrees, I will do it. Sage's head snapped toward him. Why? She demanded. Brian looked straight into her eyes. His gaze did not waver. It's the right thing. For who? She shot back. For you? For them? For you, he answered simply. She felt heat rise to her chest, anger, confusion, something else she refused to name. No, she whispered, stepping back. I won't. I can't. But as day passed, pressure grew. And Brian, he did not push. He did not persuade. He just stayed, watching her quietly, silently protective, making sure she did not collapse under everyone's expectations. His care was quiet but constant, and strangely, that scared her the most. Chapter 3. The day she agreed came after a long, suffocating argument with relatives that left her trembling. Her voice was small but final. Fine. Her mother in law hugged her in relief. Her father in law cried. He was not triumphant. He simply nodded, intense and unreadable. Okay, he said, I'll arrange everything. His tone was firm, almost commanding, like marriage to him was a duty he fully intended to carry out. Sage swallowed hard. This was not how her life was supposed to go. Chapter 4. Their wedding was simple, a signature with a promise made without romance. Afterward, Brian carried Sage's bag to the bedroom she would now share with him. He placed them down and spoke without turning. You take the bed. And you? She asked quietly. I'll take the couch. Sage nodded, relieved. But when he brushed past her to adjust a window latch, her heart yanked again. Hot, unwelcome. Brian noticed. Of course he did. His lips tugged slightly. Relax, he murmured. I don't bite. Sage glared. I'm not scared of you. I didn't say you were. You implied it. He stepped closer, stopping only when she stiffened. If I wanted to imply something, he said in a low, steady tone, you would know. Heat shot through her spine. Brian turned away first, leaving Sage flustered and annoyed. He was not soft or gentle. He was controlled, decisive, and very aware of the effect he had on her. Chapter 5. One night, Sage walked into the living room to find Brian shirtless, doing push ups. His back muscles flexed with every moment. Her breath caught. He looked up and saw her reaction and smirked. Enjoying the view? She turned red. Stop being arrogant. He rose to his feet slowly. His height, his build, his presence, all overwhelming. You're staring, he murmured. You're imagining things. He stepped closer. If I were imagining, you would not be blushing this hard. She swallowed. You're impossible. And you're cute when you're angry. He leaned in, his breath brushing her cheek. That must be a problem for you, because I really like making you angry. She pushed his shoulder lightly. Brian. He laughed, deep, warm, beautiful. It was the first time she felt something like happiness since Darius died. Chapter 6. The storm hit suddenly. Thunder cracked open the sky. Sage woke, trembling, memories of the plane crash mixing with fear. She hurried to the living room. Brian looked up instantly from the couch. Sage? His voice was sharper than usual, worried, focused entirely on her. I just. The thunder. Come here, he said. She did not move, so he closed the distance, hands sliding gently to her upper arms. You're shaking. Brian leaned closer, not touching her fully, just enough for her to feel his warmth. You're safe, he murmured. The sincerity in his deep voice broke something inside her. She leaned into him just for a moment, and it was enough to change everything. One afternoon, Sage was trying to fix a curtain hook and struggled. Brian walked in. Need help? No. He stepped behind her anyway, close enough that she felt his breath. You're fighting the hook like it insulted your ancestors. She shot him a look. Move. No. Brian. His hands reached past her, grip sure as he fixed the hook in one smooth motion. Sage turned quickly, and their faces hovered inches apart. Brian's eyes flicked down to her lips. You keep looking at me like that, he whispered, and I might kiss you without thinking. Sage's pulse soared. She moved away fast, but her legs felt weak. Months later, their baby girl arrived. Small, perfect, beautiful. Brian held her with a gentleness that did not match his dominant personality. He kissed her forehead, then Sage, "You gave me a family," he whispered. "You gave me a reason to be better." Sage smiled, tired but happy. "You were good already." He smirked. "I knew you would fall for me eventually." She laughed. "You're impossible." He leaned in and kissed her deeply, but carefully, mindful of the baby between them. "I'm yours," he said completely. And for the first time in a long time, she felt whole, loved, safe, home.